Spurs fans, did the refs hand game number 2 over to OKC last night? What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, and probably some Thunder fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, and San Antonio Spurs fans are very upset with the officiating last night, but is it why the Spurs lost? I'm going to answer that just in a few moments, but let's take a look at why Spurs fans are so angry. And a lot of this is going to involve the guy in the thumbnail, Isaiah Hartenstein. His defense on Wemby. The hold tactic. You can't beat him, mold him, I guess. Minnesota uses this a lot on Wemby, and if the refs are not going to call it, OKC clearly going to use that too, but just not the hold. Also the old hook. A tactic many used on Wemby as well. Now this was eventually called. Wemby pushed him off. I thought he was going to call for an offensive foul, but they did see the hook before that, thank goodness. But this was being used a lot last night. And then you have your combination of the two. You have the hold and hook. I'm going to hook your arm while holding it as well. And it got so bad last night that the NBC broadcast team was talking about it, showing a little highlight reel, or low light reel, if you will, of how much Isaiah Hartenstein was getting away with versus Victor Wembanyama. And then there was this. Gets his hair. I know some Thunder fans are going to say it was accidental. The broadcast team said it made it sound like it was intentional. I would like to think that it was unintentional, but was he getting back at Stephon Castle for this? Castle drives and absolutely posters Isaiah Hartenstein. This, in my opinion, a top 10 Spurs poster of all time. At least top 10 playoff poster. It's up there. It's a recency effect, so maybe it's not. Maybe just getting caught in the moment. But I thought that was one of the greatest posters we've seen in Spurs history, at least in this channel's history. And then there's stuff like this. And I don't know how you can excuse this if you're a Thunder fan. Harrison Barnes and was Isaiah Joe. Watch Isaiah Joe. Barnes barely touches him, and he acts like Harrison Barnes apparently has incredible Hulk strength. Just a little, and then he goes flying like he shot out of a cannon. It was clearly a flop, and they got the offensive foul. And I will say this, in regards to what we've been watching just in this little short amount of time in this video, the hooks, the grabs, this. By the way, can we just focus on this for a moment on the thumbnail? The ref is literally looking at this happen. He's right there. And there's no whistle. Sticking with this and the other things we've talked about. There is a fine line between physical play, which I'm all for, and then just playing dirty. And my opinion, and it's just an opinion, think OKC crossed that line last night. They were in a must-win situation at home. They absolutely do not want to go down 2-0 to the Spurs and head off to San Antonio. So I think they did everything they could to win that game. The thing is, playing like this, you may injure somebody. You have the possibility to injure somebody when you're playing dirty. And injuring your opponent, in my opinion, is all my opinion, of course, it's not the way to get a win. It's unacceptable. There's also game 1. You guys are showing me clips of Chet Holmgren stepping on Wemby's foot, which could cause an ankle. And Wemby's got enough problems being his height, where he could have lower leg injuries, but Chet just stomping on his foot, I think it was on a rebound play. It's little stuff like that. It's not necessary. So to get back to the start of the video, did the refs hand game number 2 to OKC last night? Is it the reason the Spurs lost? It sure did not help. The Spurs won 2 challenges last night. So what's that tell you? That the call was so bad, and it was blatantly, the challenge showed that it was a bad call. I know the second one, Wemby had a very clean block. I don't remember if it was on Hartenstein or Holmgren. Gets all ball, whistle. They review it, of course, it's overturned because it was a bad call. But did we lose because of the referees? No. Again, didn't help. Maybe it's a different game if they're calling crap like this, but in the end, as much as I'm sure Spurs fans are going to want to blame the referees for this loss, you cannot turn the ball over 8 zillion times as a team versus the best team in the NBA, the defending NBA champions, on their home court and expect to win. And I would like to thank the real OKC fans that are watching, not a casual fan, but the real Thunder fans, and I know I have a few on the channel. I don't think you want to win like this. I don't think you want the broadcast team highlighting holds and this, that, and the other by Isaiah Hartenstein. You don't want them focusing on what the refs aren't calling. You want to win because you're the better team, not because you got away with shenanigans on the court. To wrap things up here shortly, hopefully shortly, Game 3 will be Friday night. And there are a lot of question marks all over game number 3. I guess the first thing would be is how's this game going to be officiated in San Antonio? Is Isaiah Hartenstein going to be allowed to defend Wemby like this again? Or are they going to start calling more fouls? Because if he called everything he was doing on the court, he would have fouled out in the first half. Let's get back to game 3. De'Aaron Fox is a focal point. Maybe he was ready to go yesterday, and the Spurs were doing some strategic stuff where it's like we took one away from the Thunder already in Oklahoma. Let's make sure he's 100% absolutely for the game in San Antonio because we need De'Aaron Fox. Whether you might not be a De'Aaron Fox supporter, but Stephon Castle is clearly not ready to be the primary ball handler. He turned the ball over 20 times in the last 2 games, which is an NBA record. That is the most turnovers in a 2-game span. I hate that he has that record. I really do. And I know a lot of Spurs fans, I saw it last night. Castle sucks, trade Castle. Is it on him that he's turned the ball over so much? Yes. Is it his fault that he's in that position, though? No. I think we all can generally agree he should not be the primary ball handler. But what De'Aaron Fox not suiting up, and now Dylan Harper is injured, he's put in a position that he's clearly not ready for, and he's in over his head. Yes, there should be some accountability, and it sounded like in his post-game review, he's taking accountability for it, but he should not be in that position to begin with. But unfortunately, due to injuries, he is in that position, and he's not handling it well. He's led the team in scoring. I'll give him credit. There's a lot of good things he's doing, but being the primary ball handler, he should not be that. And circling back to Dylan Harper, looked like he injured his hammy last night. We know, Thunder fans know, hamstring injuries can linger for a long time. I have no idea at the time of the shooting this video what his availability is going to be moving forward. We need our guys. We need Fox. We need Harper. And I'm sure Thunder fans are going to say, hey, TSR, we need our guys too. I'm not ignoring that fact. J-Dubs injured again. A hamstring injury that has bothered him all season, has it not? He played, I think, in less than 40 games for the Thunder this season. Who the heck knows what his availability is going to be? He just missed, a few weeks due to the hamstring injury. Now he re-injures it. I don't think it looks good for J-Dubs. And I think I heard in passing while listening to some videos this morning that A.J. Mitchell got hurt as well. I didn't catch it in the game last night. Didn't have a chance to research that. My apologies. I shoot these on my break. But if he's out too, the injuries for both teams are mounting up. That being said, Spurs fans, take everything that happened with a grain of salt last night. Turnovers, left and right. The whistles weren't going our way. It's going to happen. And we were still in the game. Without De'Aaron Fox and without Dylan Harper. 2 out of our 3 ball handlers were out. And the Spurs still fought hard and were in this game, which tells me they absolutely can beat the Thunder, which we know. They beat them in game 1. They beat them in the regular season 4-1. They can absolutely take this series. They're going to need a little help, health-wise. Cannot have Harper and Fox be out for this whole series. We will not win this series if both those guys are out. So, Fox, we need you back Friday night. And just call it done. Listen, I'm not looking for Wemby to get the touch fouls. All right, I don't. These little things. No, I'm not looking for that. But you got to call fouls where guys being clearly hooked and held to be stopped from getting a rebound or blocking a shot. If the Spurs were hooking and holding SGA like that, I'm sure Thunder fans would be in an uproar saying, "Hey, call the foul." And I would agree. I call things, try to call things down. Like if the Spurs are grabbing SGA like that, maybe there's video out there of it. I don't know of it. If there is, share it in the comments. But if the Spurs are hooking him like that, then yes, that should be a foul as well. But it shouldn't be hard to see Wemby getting held like that when he's 7'5", the biggest player on the court, and letting crap like this go is going to get somebody hurt. That's all I got on that. My prediction is still holding fast. I said Spurs win game 1, Thunder win game 2, off to game 3 Friday night. We'll see it happens. Drop a comment down below. I do ask, try to be respectful of one another. I know this is going to be a heated conversation between Spurs fans and Thunder fans, so prove your point with facts, not calling somebody names, or at least back up your opinion as I'm trying to do in this video. That's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. And as always, go Spurs go.